Hello, good morning. I am starting this live at 11:11. Is that amazing or what? Good morning. So, I wanted to talk with you ladies a little bit about limerence. And this is something that I see in a lot of my coaching clients. I have experienced this myself. And many, many times, I believe it's something that women struggle with more than men. And I want to talk to you all today a little bit about it because I have a lot of coaching clients right now that are really struggling with these intrusive thoughts, the ruminating. Like that's a thing where you have a person on your mind and you just cannot seem to get free of them. You cannot seem to get free. Good morning. Of thinking about this person, over and over and over, ruminating about this person, ruminating about what they said, what they did. You are just kind of in this weird cycle when it comes to, and what I'm going to discuss this morning about limerence is a lot of people see it as a good thing, but it's a good thing that can go south very quickly. So we got to be careful about that. Good morning, Brina. Because it can go south really quickly. So, when you were in maybe junior high school, middle school, so when you were young and maybe there was a boy in school that you liked, right? You might not have known anything about him, but there was just something about him that you liked. So either he was cute or he was tall or he was funny or whatever his thing was. But you noticed him, maybe other girls noticed him too, but you noticed him and you liked him, right? So this is what we would classify as a crush. You had a crush on him. It was like a puppy love thing, right? You had a crush, you were infatuated. And so limerence is pretty much something very similar, right? You meet a person, and again, I find women are really guilty of this. We will see a man or meet a man. Oftentimes we've never even met him, but there are times, especially for me, where I have met him. So I've met him through work. I've met him through a friend. I've met him maybe through social media, right? And I have developed limerence. And so that is basically where we're in this state of infatuation. And so there are some traits that are a marker for, okay, we are in a limerence state. Because 9 times out of 10, we don't even know the person. 2, we tend to fantasize about them, right? We fantasize about what they're really like. Or 3, one of the worst ones, we project onto them. We project what we believe they're like. Hi, Alex Christie. Yeah, we project onto them. So it's kind of like the halo effect, right? We see good looking people and we just assume that they're nice. We assume that they're kind. We assume that they're funny or whatever other positive trait we want to project on them. But we don't really know them. We do this with celebrities too, right? We see celebrities, they look good, they're out smiling. We think they're so great, but the truth is we don't really know them. We don't know the inner part of them. We don't know what their inner circle or inner life is really like. But we also do this with regular people. We do this with regular men. We just, I had a man who worked in my office building, right? And he worked on the 5th floor and I worked on the first floor. And so there were occasions where I would see him coming or going. There were occasions where we would cross each other in the atrium and we would speak, so there were these occasions, where that's it. It was just paths crossing. But limerence is when we start to become infatuated with that person. We start fantasizing about that person, thinking about that person all the time, ruminating about that person all the time, making up these stories that we don't even know are true about them all the time. And a lot of women specifically, they get consumed doing this. And again, it can be annoying because you're like, I can't focus on work. I can't focus on my home life. I can't take care of my kids. Like, I'm thinking about this person all the time. I'm dreaming about this person. I'm fantasizing about this person. I'm imagining what our, life is going to be like together. Like, it's this intense infatuation with that person. So what also will come along with limerence is this obsessive craving. So we will start to stalk that person. So if we know their full name, we'll start to look at all their Facebook, look at all their Instagram, go to their Snapchat, go to their Twitter or whatever, right? We'll start to, now we're upping the ante. Oh, what can I find out about this person? What can, and I just go to extreme levels to try to find out everything I can find out about this person. Because again, we're piling on things to add to this fantasy life, this fantasy relationship that we're having with this person. And oftentimes when we're in a state of limerence, we've never even met the person. But it can even happen where, let's say you met, you know that person's name, they know your name, or they know of you and you know of them. But that's really it. That person either has not asked you out, or they're not really interested in you like that. You've never really gone out on a date. You've never talked over the phone. You've never texted. You never exchanged numbers. Because the truth of the matter is, if all of those things happened, that person would then become real. Like, you'd learn things about them that you wouldn't like, right? You'd learn things about them that aren't great, that aren't cool. And then, oh my gosh, the limerence comes crashing down. Oh my gosh, this person is not as nice as I thought, or they're not as good looking as I thought, or they're not as kind as I thought, or they're not as fill in the blank, right? So oftentimes women find themselves in a state of limerence with a man that they've simply crossed paths with. They've met through a friend, but they don't know anything about that man. And again, they will go to some extreme levels to try to learn more about him, to try to get to know him. And oftentimes these relationships, well, they're not relationships, but these situations will come crashing down on a woman. And here is what I'm seeing happen lately. So even in my counseling practice, a lot of women are describing to me all of these heartbreaks, all of these, what they're classifying as relationships. And when I dive deeper, it really wasn't. They're like, yeah, men have cheated on me, men have lied to me, men have not been there for me, or I've had a bunch of heartbreaks in my life, this and that. And so I start digging deeper. Into all of these relationships, and come to find out they're really not. That person was in a state of limerence. They really didn't know the person of their desire. They really didn't date or weren't in an exclusive relationship with the person that they desired. So it was just them. It was just them and their thoughts and their mind and their, obsession with that person. It was not reciprocal. That's what I've noticed more often than not, that limerence is not reciprocal. It's one person feeling this way. It's one person seeking out this exclusivity with the other person and having this strong infatuation and just getting obsessive. So I'm going to look at this comment. My limerence I've known for 20 years. I'm getting to know him as a real person. He's slightly flawed. I journal about him since 2005. Wow. Turns out we're really similar. Interesting. It's unusual for a woman to tell me she's been in limerence with a man for that long. But if he's just someone you saw, like if it's just someone you crossed paths with for 20 years, okay, I could see that. Happening. But it's interesting that, let me see if you are getting to know him a little bit better. Are you getting to know him a little bit better? Do you all have contact outside of just crossing paths? Is it more than crossing paths? So I'd be curious to know that. But a lot of women are guilty of this. And I'm not going to sit here and say I have the perfect solution for you. I do believe that as feminine women, we need to come over to the more rational side of ourselves. Like, we need to explore that a little bit more to keep us from getting into these states of limerence, to keep us from kind of breaking our own heart. So And then there's lots of reasons why I believe people fall into limerence. It's believed that a lot of people who have trauma in their past, a lot of people who have CPTSD, they are very prone to limerence because they're taught at a young age that, all of these things they can't have, right? And so they see this person as just another thing they can't have. That all they can do is kind of love them from afar, that they're not good enough, they're not smart enough, they're not thin enough, they're not whatever enough to be in a relationship with this person. So it never goes really beyond just this, distant limerence or this infatuation with that person. But here's what I have been working with these ladies on. So they have the possibility of, again, we're positioning ourselves in front of men. They can position themselves so that that man can now see them. They can flirt, which is what I've been telling you all forever. You need to learn how to flirt. You need to learn how to let a man know that you're interested. You need to respond in such a way that lets a man know, yes, if you wanted to go a little further, I would be willing to go a little further. And by doing that, so in my mind, you are continuing to, allow the man to pursue you, but you're giving what I call choosing signals. You're letting a man know that, hey, if you are interested in taking this further, I'd be interested in taking this further. So you're doing that part. And if the man doesn't pick up that handkerchief, you move on. You just move on. You tell yourself what is, I believe, the truth, which is, okay, he's not that interested in me. Don't tell yourself a lie, which is he's shy, he's awkward, he's shy, he's not good at approaching, or maybe he's intimidated by me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Tell yourself the truth, which is he's not interested enough, right? You don't have to tell yourself a lie about your self-worth in order to do that, because I believe I'm amazing. There are a lot of men out there in the world that interact with me, but they have not asked me out. They have not asked for my phone number. They have not wanted to date me. Okay. It doesn't say anything bad about me. It's just they're not that interested in me, right? And they interact with me, whether it's here and there or we have a friendship or whatever, but they've never crossed that line for reasons, that have nothing to do with me. So don't tell yourself a lie about your self-worth. But also don't tell yourself a lie about, well, maybe he needs more help. Maybe I should ask him out. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Just say, you know what? Even if he doesn't have the courage to step up and pursue you. Okay. But that's not someone that you should be interested in, because you keep helping them. Okay. You're going to do that for the whole relationship. That's basically what you're signing up for. You're signing up as the feminine woman to help a man pursue you, to help a man do whatever. I'm not interested in that. So if y'all are interested in that, go for it. I'm not interested in that. I want a fully formed man, masculine man who knows how to lead, who knows, who wants me. That's the other part of it. He wants me. He sees me and wants me. And even if it took him time to work his courage up, he's going to eventually do it, because he's like, well, I can't, stay in this state forever. Anita's going to meet someone else. She's going to go about her business. Okay, well, you figure it out. You do what you need to do. So, but position yourself, put yourself out there a little, flirt a little. Okay. And see if that man picks up that dropped handkerchief. If he doesn't, move on. Turn your attention elsewhere, do something else, go somewhere else, just turn your attention elsewhere. Don't continue to ruminate and think about this guy over and over and over and what it could be and how great it could. Because see, here's the thing you don't understand about limerence. When you're in that state of limerence for a man that you're not in a relationship with or that you don't even know, you're now giving off energetic signals to other men who are available that you're not available. You're not available. That's the biggest signal that you're sending out. I am not available for pursuit by other men that are interested in me. And so they're thinking, okay, well, she's feeling a way about somebody, but it isn't me. Men can energetically feel this. They can feel when your heart is going in a different direction, not towards them. So it's the same thing that I'm always telling you about this idea of, oh, I'm just going to keep this guy around. I'm going to keep this ex around or keep this male friend around, and we'll hook up every now and again. We'll have friends with benefits. I'm waiting on my husband. Your husband is never coming. Your husband is never coming, because energetically, you are already taken. Energetically, you're already busy entertaining someone who's not your husband. And trust me, ladies, these men out here, as much as y'all think, oh, they don't know nothing, they stupid, they clueless. No, they can feel when you are not 100% available. That's what these men have been talking about for years, and you all haven't been paying attention. They can feel that energy coming off of you. This person's not 100% available. This person's got something else going on, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if that person's available to me. I even had to work on this. All the male friends that I have, all the conversations and the fun times out and playing golf and all the stuff that we do and all the help that I get from them, I had to scale back. I had to scale back because I was getting all the masculine energy I needed from a lot of the male friends that I have. And can I be honest? I was not energetically putting out there that, I need masculine energy. I have a need right now. I have a want and need for masculine energy, because the truth was I was getting a whole lot of it. I was getting a whole ton of masculine energy. So if anything, what I was putting out there was just kind of a laissez-faire, like, okay, like that's what my energy was saying. That's not consciously what I'm believing and what I'm thinking, but that's what my energy was saying. So I had to cut back on some of my male friends. I really did. I was like, don't go out and play golf so much. Don't go out and do this. Don't be going over there and hanging out. Don't let them come over and hang out at your house. Like, that energetically was muddying the waters for men that might be interested in me. So even I had to do that. Because I had a male friend tell me that. He's like, Anita, I think all these friends is keeping you from your man. I was like, how so? He's like, you're not hungry for masculine energy. You're getting your fill of masculine energy from all of these men that you know. And I was like, I started to think about that. Am I? So I had to cut some of it back. And now I'm hoping, that energetic signal is going out. Yes, I need masculine energy in my life. Yes, I welcome masculine energy. Yes, I am a feminine energy woman who would love to have my compliment. I'm hoping that's what's coming out. Okay, she says you become a placeholder for sure. Yes, they do. They cross the line for sex. Alta says no more over functioning. Nope. No, please don't. Okay. So we're talking about limerence, ladies. If you are joining us late, I'm actually getting ready to wrap this live up because I do have appointments today and I have tons of paperwork. I don't know what it is with me and the paperwork, but I have tons of paperwork to catch up on. But I just wanted to talk with you all a little bit about this because, again, if I'm working with clients, I'm working with coaching clients, and this is some of what we're discussing, I like to kind of bring it out here to the platform here on Instagram, do a little bit of teaching on it, and then just talk to ladies a little bit about it if you've ever experienced it. But limerence is something that I notice women do a lot. It's a female thing. I'm going to turn my fan on. Sorry, because it's hot in here. It's more a female thing. There are some men who do it, but it's rare for men to do. Like, men are either going to shoot their shot, they're going to go for it with a woman, or they're like, she's out of my league, and they just go about their business. They go find somebody that's in their league, But women, we see a guy, we cross paths with a guy, we meet him one time, and all of a sudden, here we go. There's this infatuation. We project all these good traits on him. The halo effect takes over. Like, then we start obsessively thinking about him, and we start stalking his social media. We start trying to find out as much as we can know about him. And none of that's real. None of that is real. And then if we find out he has a girlfriend, or he's married, or he's just not interested in us, we experience what we believe is a real heartbreak, and it isn't. It's not. I'm like, that's not real. That's not real. None of what you experienced is real. You just put yourself through a heartbreak for what? So limerence, it is a intense state of infatuation. It is an intense state of, it's like a crush. It's like puppy love, which you experienced back in middle school, high school, limerence. Okay. So, but it goes kind of beyond that, because a person will become very obsessive in their thoughts about this person. They don't know as much, they don't know anything about them, or they really don't know them that well, but they will like project onto them. They'll make up these stories about, oh, we could be in love, oh, they're so good, and oh, this, oh, that, they'll dream about them, talk about them. They'll kind of have these obsessive thoughts about them. They'll stalk them on their social media. And none of it's real. None of it's real. They'll have this huge emotional response to this person, fantasizing about them, but it's not real. And then they'll either find out something real about the person that's not great. So if I find out that the person smokes, if I find out that the person's atheist, if I find out that the person, has 5 kids, right? So you find out something real about them that conflicts with your values, and then all of a sudden you come crashing down. It's like you come crashing down, almost like a breakup, but it's not real. None of what you experienced is real. Excuse me. So we got to be mindful of this. And if there are men out there that you're interested in, like I make my interest known by flirting. I don't pursue men, but I definitely make my interest known by flirting. When men, they DM me, they send me messages on Facebook. I make my interest known by flirting. I'm chattier than normal with men that I'm interested in, having them pursue me. Make your interest known. Like, that's how you're going to see if there's something there or not. And prepare yourself to meet the real person. Because even some of my male friends, I've been friends with them for months and years, and I don't know everything about them. And I even say that to them. Sometimes I'll ask them questions about stuff I'm curious about, but I don't know everything about them. It's easy to like pretend like they're the perfect man because I don't know everything about them. So I want you all to have real relationships, real love with real flawed human beings. I'm not perfect, far from it. I got my quirks. I try to tell men what those quirks are early on so they can make a decision if that's something they can live with or not. And find out what their quirks are. Find out what their stuff is. Because real love is going to require that we not project onto people good qualities, good traits. Like, we really need to know the stuff. And really, that's how you're going to choose your man, is through his stuff. You're not going to choose him based on the good stuff. You're going to choose him based on the bad stuff. And you're going to see the bad stuff and say, can I live with this? Is this something I can live with? Is it something I can, deal with and accept? And, that's what you're going to do. But no, please don't fall for the whole, well, he seems so great and this and that, and projecting onto him. See who he really is. See what he's really about. One of the things that a lot of clients recently are telling me is, oh, I thought he would mature. I thought he would grow up. I thought he would, grow and get to his, fulfill his potential. I'm hearing that a lot. And I'm like, I need you to see a man at face value, especially after 3 months, 6 months, a year. Like, whoever you are at a year, that's when I go, can I deal with this forever? Like, I really do. I just see that man and who he is at 1 year in 12 months. I always say that. And I say to myself, if nothing about this man changed, can I live with it? Can I deal with it? And if the answer is no, if you're like, well, I wish he was more like this. Well, I wish he made more money. Well, I wish he... No, the answer is no. The answer is no. So that's the answer. Okay? So, yeah, don't do it to yourself. Yeah, she says, benefit of the doubt. I've learned my lesson not to give it. Yeah. Yeah, I want you to... And women are notorious for that. Men, not so much. This is what I find so fascinating about men. And like I said, y'all need to start studying these men. I am fascinated by this trait in men. Most men do not expect a woman to change at all. Like, they're just like, ooh, this is what it is. This is what I like. This is what I'm going to live with forever. Like, and if anything, if we do change, they're like, oh, Anita, you're different, Men are the total opposite of us. They're like, yeah, what I see is what I get. My expectation is Anita will look like this. Her body will look like this. She will act like this. She will smile like this. She will be like this forever. Like they really, and they choose based on this is what it is. Women, on the other hand, we see men. I don't know what it is about us, but we see men and we see what they could be. Oh, look at, and he could be this, and he could make that, and he could work here, and he could grow here, and he could do this. And y'all, y'all get with him, and that don't ever happen, and then you feel a way about it. Like, stop that. Stop that. I'm going to tell y'all honestly, that's why I say 3 months. A man has 3 months to show me who he is for me to decide if I'm even going to be exclusive with him. Do not be exclusive with a man sooner than 3 months because you don't really know him. You don't know him well enough to be exclusive. But over that 3 months, I am assessing the data. And if there's anything in that data that I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to see if it gets better. That's who he is. And I don't want it. That's what you need to start doing and telling yourself. That's who he is. And I don't want it. Right? Because we're signing up for a headache. Thinking that, okay, he could grow. He could get better. He could do this. He said he's going to do this. He said he's going to do that. Like, I tell men, I remember like it was yesterday, 25, 30 years ago. Fine man. I think I was living in Atlanta. The man was fine, y'all. I kid you not. The man was fine. He was just something about him that just drew me in like a moth to a flame. But he smoked. And I never forget it. The day we met, well, I'm trying to give it up. I don't care. All I saw is you smoke. You smoke. I'm trying to give it up, Anita. I'm working on giving it up. Nope. You smoke. And the reality is, if this never changed, could I live with it? And the answer was no. See, and that's what, for some reason, we're not willing to say that. We're not willing to do that. We're not willing to be that cut and dry. And we got to start doing that. We got to start doing that. Like, no. And the same with the faith. I have a client right now. The man, well, you know, you're more spiritually sound than me. You're further along than me. I could get there. I could catch up. No. Nope. It's probably not going to happen. And I'm going to be frank with you. I desire a leader. I need a man to lead. I should not have to lead in that area. And let me tell you, ladies, you're asking for trouble. If you're asking a man, you know, he's not leading you spiritually, you're light years ahead of him spiritually. That's just a headache waiting to happen. And you just have to be honest with yourself. This man don't feel like I feel about God. This man don't feel like I feel about the Lord, you know. And I just accept it. I'm like, okay, but you can't be my husband because I'm trying to do things God's way and God's already told me. That man must submit to me. He must have reverential fear to me. That's what's actually going to keep him faithful. What's going to keep him faithful is not his will, is not Anita is sexy or Anita is sleeping with me. What's going to keep him faithful is I love God and I'm not trying to have anything bad happen in my life by cheating on Anita. I love God. I have a reverential fear of what's going to happen in my life when I cheat on Anita. Because God's going to do something to me. See, that's my husband, okay? He like, I'm faithful to Anita because I love God. I'm faithful to Anita because, you know, I'm not trying to do anything against God and what he want me to do. That's my husband. Because I'm being honest with you all. The way man is going, especially now, oh, Lord, y'all, please don't put your faith in a man. Do not put your faith in man. And when I say man, I mean woman and man. Okay? Because we ain't too keen no more. We don't have common sense no more. We don't have the sense that God gave a monkey right now. Like we just, all of us making it up as we go along. We actually think we know more than God. We think we know better than the Creator. That's where we are right now. It's a sad lot. It's a sad time. So please don't put your faith in, oh, this man, you know, he's going to be my husband. He loves me and he don't believe in no God. He don't believe in Christ. He don't believe in nothing. But, you know, he's a good man. He's a good man irregardless. He's going to do right by me. Okay. You let me know how that's going to work out. Like I said, I don't put my faith in man. Can I just be honest? Can I preach up to a little bit this morning? I don't put my faith in man. I don't. Look at, all you got to do is turn on the television. All you got to do is open the newspaper and see what all is going on out here in the world. Man don't have a clue how to get us out of this mess. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. I put my faith in my creator. I put my faith in an omnipotent power that knows everything and everybody and the future and everything that's going to happen. That's solid to me. That's what's real in my life. So ladies, be careful. You putting your faith in a man, and I'm just like, I don't know how that's working for you. All right, let me see. Yeah, she said our emotions, feelings get us in trouble so often. They do, and we have to. And here's the thing. Your feelings, your emotions, they're amazing. They're beautiful. I'm not asking you to deny them. I'm not asking you to repress them. I'm asking you to properly regulate them. I'm asking you to manage them. They're not a bad thing. They're giving us information. That's who we are as feminine women. But see, we're letting the emotions run the whole show. That's like the ego. That's like letting the ego drive your car. That's just not smart. That's just not smart. You're going to end up in the ditch. So you got to manage them well. Hello. Okay. Yeah, she said the red flags, believe it. That's right. Fear the Lord. Most women don't have deal breakers that they stick to. They don't. They're dating emotionally and rationalize away all of the red flags. Potential and trying to change your man is silly. Stop with the false hope. Yes. A lady who has a rational mind. Like, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Yeah, we have got to do that work. Thank you, Prima. She said, I really appreciate this live. I'm learning so much. Yes, we have to do the work. We have to do the work. We have to do the inner work and the spiritual work. I believe that's why people are so empty today. They have completely turned their back on any higher power. They have completely turned their back on anything spiritual. And that's why people are empty. That's why people are empty. People ask me all the time, well, you're happy. You seem pretty, content. You seem pretty happy. You're full of joy. You're darn right I am. Because I have inner peace. I have done that inner work. I love God. I know God. I'm obedient to what he tells me to do. And it does not mean my life is perfect, but it does mean that for the most part, life is going to go pretty good because I'm obedient. I mean, he done put it plain as day. Do these things. Don't do these things. That's it. Like, do these things so that it will go good with you. Don't do these things because those things not going to work out. Like, it's not hard. It's not hard. And yes, we do need to work on the flesh. We need to get out of our fleshly ways, which is that hedonistic, I just want to go out here and lay with everybody and sleep around and this and that. I just want to do whatever. And I just want to feel good. I just want to feel good. But here's the reality. That is not maturity. That hedonistic lifestyle is not a mature lifestyle. And it's not going to have long-term good effects. It is totally about gratifying your flesh. It's about here and now. It's not about... That's why I made the reel the other day about women in their 20s. This is always going to be my advice. This is my advice to my daughters. Women in your 20s. What is the life you want in your 50s? Who is there? What do you have? Who are you? What have you become? What is life like at 50? Paint that picture. Then you are going to reverse engineer. So think about the choices you need to make now to have that life in your 50s, because this is what I'm here to tell you. You will wake up and be 50 one day. You will. You may not like me saying that. You may fight me on that, but that's facts. And here's the truth about that. You waking up one day and being 50 is a blessing. Like, you still here. What's the opposite of waking up and being 50 one day? You gone. You not even here no more. So for those ladies that they're like, oh no, that just makes me shudder. That makes me shudder to think. What's the opposite? The opposite of it is you not here anymore. So I'll take 50 all day. I just I want to stick around. I want to be here as long as, God allows me. And do not fear getting older. I see so many women now in their 20s, their 30s, their 40s. They fear getting older. Why? I have never felt as good as I felt at 54. Right now, I've never felt as good as I felt right now. I've never had the peace. I've never had the financial prosperity. I've never had the love. I've never had the home, the car, my business. Like, I think of all the things I have now that I didn't even have a clue I would ever have in my 20s. And, my family, my friends, life is good. Life is good. And on top of that, I have all the knowledge and the wisdom that I've gained, all the mistakes that I've made, all the ways that I've said, oh, no, I'll never do that. I'm good. And the confidence. Oh, I wish I could give y'all some of my confidence. I really do. I wish I could just give y'all, download into y'all the confidence, the self-esteem, the self-worth that I have now. Oh, I can't even express it. I can't express the self-love that I have now. I can't express how good I feel about myself now. Like, it's just amazing. It's amazing. So can I be honest? I would not trade lives with Lori Harvey for a second. I wouldn't. She's a beautiful woman. She is wealthy. She is popular. She is famous and all of that. But I would not trade lives with her. I would not, because I earned this. I earned this. And I am truly happy. I am truly full of joy. Life has been really, really good to me. And here's what's even crazier. It's only going to get better. Life is only going to get better for me. But see, you have to believe that. That's something you have to believe in your spirit. And there are a lot of women out here who don't believe that. They feel like, 25 was my glory days. I do not believe that. I really don't. And I was fine. Like, I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I was fine. I had hair down to my behind. I wore contacts every day. I had beautiful skin. And I still do, oh man. And I had the little tiny waist, and I could eat. Ooh, y'all. I could eat whatever I wanted in my 20s and not gain weight. It was like a dream come true. But you know what? I earned these hips. I earned this pooch. I earned it. So, and I still take good care of myself. I don't let myself go. Y'all know that. I'm not ever going to come on here with no makeup on. I'm never going to come on here with no bonnet on. I'm never going to come on here looking broke down. I'm not built for that. I'm from a different generation. We don't believe in doing that. So sometimes that, I feel a way about people doing that, because I'm like, why are you on the live looking like this? Like, but I'm from a different generation. Y'all need to understand that. We don't leave the house looking crazy. I don't think and people are always like, oh, that's so vulnerable. That's so real. No, I don't think that's vulnerable. I don't think that's real. I think that's lazy. Like, nah, I come from a different generation. I'm not leaving the house looking a certain way. I don't come from that generation. So nah, I can't do it. I can't do it. So yeah, I want you to reverse engineer your life. Think about what your life will be like at 50. Even if you're 20, if you're 30, make those choices now. That's going to get you to where you want to be at 50. Because you're going to wake up, God willing, you're going to wake up and be 50 one day. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Oh, she said, I feel old at 40. No way. No. I feel amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I got to download some of my confidence in you. I love it. I love it. Okay, she has major back surgery issues from when she was young. Okay, well when you don't feel good, when your health is not that great, I get it. Because y'all, let me be honest. So I'm going to the orthopedic doctor about my shoulder and my hip, and my knee was already acting up. But I keep going. I keep moving. I up my game. I started getting rid of stuff that was causing inflammation. To me, it just motivates me even more. Like the older I get, the more motivated I am to take better care of myself. So don't give up. Don't give up. She says it's not about getting older per se. It's about being undesirable and not attractive. A lot of women believe what dusty men say about age and being desired. Oh, please. Y'all need a sense of humor. Y'all need a sense of humor. I have some women saying that. I have some women coming on my channel. And I'm like, guess what I be responding? When women come for me, they come for me. They come for my age. Whatever it is. I wear glasses. I mean, it's silly stuff. My hair, my gray. I just go, y'all are hilarious. That's the stock response every time. Y'all are hilarious. Please get a sense of humor. Please get a thicker skin and a sense of humor. I could care less about what strangers on the internet think about me. I could care less about what men that I don't give a fig about care about me. And you got to get that in your spirit. I could care less. Okay? If you ain't paying bills, if you ain't loving me right, if you're not my husband, if you're not someone that I respect and admire, yeah, that's what I think about you. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but see, some of y'all got to care less. You got to care less. Nope. I know what I bring. I know what I bring to any and every situation. The invitations I be getting every weekend, the dates I be going on, I know what I bring to a situation. And it's not a 25-year-old behind or 38 Ds. It's bigger than that, y'all. It ain't no BBL. No, I don't bring the BBL. I bring something deeper than that. I bring something spiritual. I bring something so much deeper. And how about this? Those who know. See? That's what you got to start getting in your spirit. Those who know. Right? Those who coming for me, oh, they know. They know what it is. So please, she said, I look 30, but I'm 50. Good for you. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Take care of yourself. And please close your ears to the foolishness that's out here in the world. That's right. Find your tribe. Don't worry about people who don't like you. Please don't. Please don't. That's right. She said, I love getting older. I'm looking forward to seeing as many years as God will allow. Same here. Same here. Please stop listening to these people and their foolishness. And also think about this. For a lot of these men that want to come for women who are older, it's really a projection. They feel some way about themselves. They feel some way. And this is what y'all don't realize. Men feel some kind of way about getting older. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all. A lot of the men in my age bracket and older are busted. They are beyond busted. Like, I can't do nothing with them. Beyond busted. They look horrible. Their health is a mess. Let's add insult to injury. Your little thing don't work like it used to. Your little pee-pee don't work. And then they have a real problem. They see a woman my age looking the way I do, talking the way I do, like, yeah, it ain't over. It ain't over. I need my husband. I need to break some headboards. See? And that makes them feel away because they like, uh-oh, I don't know if I could do all that. I don't know. Anita talking about breaking some headboards on the wedding night. Yeah. They know what it is. And then what they gonna do? So here's the little list. They have to shame you. They have to insult you. They have to make you feel bad, feel guilty. And they just, they need to be right. So please don't fall for it. Do not fall for it. I don't know what I've clicked on, but honey, love it. 50 plus club. That's right. We are grown. We are grown all day long. What you bring to a man is different than 25. It's different. It hits different. Okay? And those who know. That's what you say to yourself. Stop worrying about these men that, oh my God, you over 35. Oh, you washed up. Oh, please stop. Please stop. Y'all got to stop letting that in your spirit. Please stop letting that in your spirit. Yes, you got to date. She said, I don't date much. You got to prioritize dating. Please prioritize dating, okay? Yeah, men don't age gracefully. They be looking busted. For real. And like I said, I don't know what it is about these men that just don't take care of themselves. They just don't take care of it. They don't go to the dentist, y'all. Their teeth. Oh God, y'all, their teeth. And oh Lord, these men, they be trying to talk to me, and I can see they got teeth missing, and I'm thinking, and you know their mouth smell. Like, I'm just keeping it 100. You know their mouth smell. I can't do it. They ain't flossed a day in their life. They're missing teeth. You know their mouth smell. No, I can't, boo-boo. And then it's some men, some older men that have been trying to talk to me lately, y'all. 58, 60. And this the thing. Like I said, I'm just being honest. This the thing. You can tell, like, when they have health issues, because I can see it in their hands. I can see it in their face or their neck. Like, I can see they have cholesterol issues. They got high blood pressure issues. You can see it. Like, I can see it in a man. And here's the thing you got to know. If a man has diabetes, if he has high cholesterol, if he has blood pressure issues, he's on some form of medication, and that medication is affecting his sex drive and his ability to perform. So I'm a pass. Like, I'm good. All day. I'm good. Like, you know it. You know it. So I'm like, no, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. And then older men, see, this is what y'all don't realize, and I've told plenty of older men this. Y'all, so if a man is 50 and above, he in what I call the pay to play. You in the pay to play age range. In that age range, you in the pay to play. So the truth is, once you hit 50 and above, it's all about what you got. That's what a woman is looking for, especially younger women. They're looking to be taken care of. They're looking for you. They're looking for this. Second of all, where's the love? Where's the genuine feeling? Where's the genuine connection? Where's the love? And, no, you're not getting any of that. You getting this. Like, I got to give you this to get, to pay to play. And a lot of those men, they feel a way about that. Like, this young girl doesn't really care about me. She don't. Okay? This young girl don't care if I live or die. She don't care if I get sick. She not coming over here and taking it. No, she's not. No, she's not. That's why a lot of these men should have took care of the wife they had in their youth. That's the mistake a lot of men are running up on. Wow, I probably should have stayed faithful. I probably should have stayed with the wife of my youth. I should have stayed married to the woman who loved me. Because now I'm in pay to play. And these young girls, they want me to take care of him. They want me to give them something. They don't really care about me like that. Yeah, that's what it is. And they be hurt when I say that. When I talk to older men and I keep it 100, I hurt their soul. I hurt their spirit. I come for their soul. And they leave that exchange and they like, Anita's right. It's the truth. They know I'm telling the truth. But see, you went through all this playing these games when you were younger. You went through all of this. Oh, let me, dog the wife of my youth out. Or the woman who really loved me, who really would have taken care of me, who was there for me regardless of what I had. Oh, I had to just, mess that up. And now I'm 50 plus and I'm in the pay to play. But that's the truth. You in the pay to play, bruh. Ain't nobody signing up for this just because. They're signing up for this because you getting older. You're not taking care of yourself. You're not going to the doctor. You're not taking care of your teeth. You got medical issues. You need to be on something to perform. And so it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. So that's what's up, ladies. That's what's up. So please stop letting these men make you feel bad about yourself. She said they are jacked up. They not made like, no, they not. They not made like they used to. And stop letting these men make you feel bad. No, they know what it is. They see what it is. I take great care of myself. I love myself all day, every day. And guess what? I have the confidence now to say, this is what it is. This is my hair. This is my gray. I'm not growing my hair long again. I'm not interested in taking care of all that hair. I'm not interested in putting contacts in my eyes every day. I have dry eye now, so I can't do that. These are my glasses. And so I ain't getting no breast lift, no butt lift or whatever. I'm going to eat right. I'm going to walk every day. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to see my doctor. I'm going to floss my teeth. I'm going to brush my teeth. I'm going to see the dentist every 6 months. Okay? That's what I'm on all day long. So, but yeah, y'all need to stop listening to these men. Okay, it's not healthy to listen to society about aging. It's not. Focus on yourself and stop letting them determine what your worth and value is. I don't care if I'm 80. I know what my worth and value is to any good man and to the world, period. Because at the end of the day, now y'all know I'm a Christian. I'm a faith-filled Christian. Younger women need older women. And there are a lot of younger women that I coach I'm Auntie Anita to them. I'm their auntie. And they have nothing but respect for what I'm trying to teach, what I'm trying to show them. There are some disrespectful young women out there, for sure. Okay, there are some disrespectful young women. Oh, you telling us this because you jealous. You telling us this because you wish you looked like this. You wish you had all that youth. Honey, sweetheart. Okay, like, can I be honest? Okay, please, let's not equate your youth and your beauty or how you look with all this experience, with all this money, with all this other stuff I got over here. Like, we're not going to do that, right? We're not going to do that. There's benefits in my mind both ways you look at it. You have benefit to you, I have benefit to me. That's it. We're not going to go back and forth about that. No, I'm not on that. That's you on that. I'm the mature one. I'm the grown-up one. I'm not going tit for tat with you. But there are some young women out here who don't want to hear what I have to say. And that's unfortunate, because those are the women who have to learn the hard way. They have to go down that same street I went down with all the potholes and all the little stuff in the street and fall into that and mess themselves up. And that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Okay. I'll be wishing the best for you. That's all I can do. But trust when I tell you, older people are here to help guide and direct younger people. That was God's design all the time, that the older ones would teach the younger ones. It happened to me. I had aunts. I had older women in my life. I still do. And I listen to them. I listen to them teach me. But see, I came from a different time where we had respect for people older than us. We knew better than to talk crazy to someone older than us. And then here they go. Well, just because you older don't mean you know anything. Don't mean you. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's the maturity in me. I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm not calling you out your name. I'm not going to disrespect you. See, that's how we know who is the more mature one. See? Because I'm going to go, okay. That right there says it all. See? Oh, she said, my Facebook timeline is filled with my male classmates that look so much older. Oh, Lord. I got a story about that. But yeah, it's a couple of them that I'm like, what have you been doing? What have you been doing with yourself? I say the same thing. What have you been doing with yourself? And then you really be feeling away when you see them men from high school or college, and you like, damn, I had such a crush on you. I thought you were, and look at you now. And look, man, they giving me the time of day, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. And they all say the same thing. Oh my God, Anita, you look exactly like you did in high school. You look exactly like you did in college. I had a man when I went to UVA's, the Black Alumni Weekend. Oh my, you have not aged a day. And I just look at them like, you have. Like, you have. You not the same. You don't look the same. Oh, Lord. No. Yeah, we do. We have to humble ourselves and learn from other women, older women who got sense. And you know what? I always tell people, and I'm going to tell y'all this, and I want to share this with you all. If you see someone else whose life is in order, if you see someone else who seems happy, like their life seems genuinely happy, if you see someone else that has a measure of success, yes, learn from that person. Learn from that person. If that person's not out here being messy, not out here being hateful or spiteful, if they have a measure of success, if they're doing something positive in the world, that's the person that you learn from. Why would you hate on them? Why would you say, oh, they don't know what they're talking about? They have earned a measure of success. I'm always telling younger women this. Like, yes, I want you to vet and qualify the women that you learn from. But that's not hard. You just see how they treat other people. Are they kind? Are they speaking a measure of common sense? What is their relationship like? Are they messy? And if, I have female mentors. I have female mentors whose lives are amazing. And I'm like, yes, let me sit at your feet and learn from you. So yeah, we got to stop. Oh yeah, she said someone said the pawn shop will devalue something to get it for cheap. Men will do that. Oh man, that in itself is a whole sermon. Please, y'all, please. Yep, that's it. You don't know living until you're 50. Till your kids are grown. You can go out and do what you want to do. You settled in your career, or you can bump that up if you want. You have a measure of success. You have a measure of money. You can go where you want to go and do what you want to do. Oh, it's nothing like it. It is nothing like it. That's right. So I wish I could give some younger women the confidence, the self-esteem, the self-love that I have. I really do. But I wouldn't go back. I'm just being honest. And I love being 25. That was the best body I ever had, but I wouldn't go back. I would not go back. I love the age that I am now. I love that, I've learned a lot. I've made mistakes, but a lot of those mistakes I only made once. And now I avoid all them potholes, or I don't even turn down that street. Oh yeah, she said the women getting the surgeries. Yeah, no, I'm not on that. I'm not on that. I am not on that. That's it. She said, whoever's doing what I want to do, those are the people that you go to. Those are the people that you ask for help. And again, look at their life. Look at the measure of success. Look at their level of happiness. Look at their relationships. Right? That's it. That's all I ask that people do. And if that's someone you admire, if you would, oh, wow, I would trade lives with them. That's probably a good person to be a mentor to you. That's probably a good person for you to look up to and, learn from. Like, it's not hard. But young women today, not all of them, but some of them, they want to do things the hard way. And they're going to see. The God's honest truth is, and I posted this the other day, we're going to see where all of this, free love and doing whatever I want to do and being a free wife and giving out free sex, we're going to see where all that leads us. And trust me, we're not going to like it. We're not going to like it. This new generation, I'm not going to say our because this ain't my generation. This new generation, they have completely turned their back on everything from 50 plus years ago. They threw it all out. They threw it all out. They were like, none of it's good. It's all the patriarchy. It's all the Christian, theological, it's all bad. They threw it all away. And now we're in this new 2020. Well, let's reinvent the wheel. We can't even define what a woman is. Like there are 87 genders. Like, we're just going to start over. We're just going to make it up as we go along. Y'all going to see where that's going to land you in 10 years, 20 years. We're going to see where that's going. So I stay out of all of that. I really do. Because I'm like, wow, it's unfortunate. It's very sad. So we started talking about limerence and we done went clearly somewhere else. I have to go. I got an appointment. And I want to try to eat something healthy before I get on it. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining me today. Those of you who were here, you were meant to be here. I want you to believe that. If you're coming in on the end, please make sure and watch the replay where I describe limerence, what it is. All of us women have probably experienced it before, but please go back and watch the replay. But for those who were here, you were meant to be here. I so appreciate you. I love your energy. Thank you so much for joining me. And as always, stay open to love.